Let's come into our breath. Just good morning, Xandra. We're going to go ahead and just find that comfortable space for you this morning. Inhale and exhale. Begin to let go of distractions not serving you this hour. This is the practice of creating hope. So as we yogis do, drop our shoulders down, align your back, and begin to breathe through your belly. That means just inhale, expand your belly, and exhale. Slowly let it contract. You can breathe through your nose if that's a challenge for you this morning. It's in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe you need to do a big audible exhale, and that's okay too. I'm really putting my breathing practice in to work this week and last week to help keep me grounded. Praying, of course, keeping that connection. This morning is a part of that. Hope, H, holding on to God's promises tight. O, opening eyes to see his light. P, praying for peace from up above. And E, expecting goodness, joy, and love. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning, Margaret.
Good morning.
It's good to see all of you this morning. We're just breathing here, grounding ourselves into our space of grace this morning, letting go of any distractions. Connecting in body and mind and in spirit. Again, the practice of creating hope. Our breath prayer this morning is in his word. As you inhale and as you exhale, I put my hope in his word. I put my hope. You just want to make sure you're muted online. That would be great.
Mm.
If you find that those words are just too much today, and I'm feeling that way, so that's why I'm sharing. Maybe you just use the word hope as you breathe in and hope as you breathe out. That's all you need. That's all you need. Let's go ahead and connect. Put our left hand on our chest and our right hand on our belly here. Listen to your breath. Feel as you inhale and as you exhale, and with gratitude, understand it is a gift. Come in, hands at heart center. And now set your right hand on your chest, left hand on your belly. Continue to breathe. Come in, hands at heart center if you would. And your next inhale. This morning, go ahead and slowly blink your eyes open. This morning, I'm going to teach you the Shakti Mudra, which is again just a hand position that allows us to relax. So, as a Shakti Mudra, take your first two fingers and bend them, but bring them with knuckles together. Take your ring finger and your pinky fingers and put them together as well, but have them up. Tuck your thumbs in underneath your palms. So again, the Shakti Mudra is what this looks like. Again, the pointer finger and the pinky finger are up. The first two fingers are bent and knuckles are connected. This is called the Shakti Mudra. It intensifies the respiratory impulse in the lower chest area, and it contributes to relaxing the whole body and relieving mental stress. And Daisy's like, I don't know about that. But go ahead and just let your hands relax. If you're in this pose, if this is too much, it's okay. Just come back, hands at heart center. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's too much for the hands, and that's okay. We're just going to breathe a couple more times in this. In His word, I put my hope. Slowly bring yourself to hands at heart center here. Set your thumbs on your chest on your thumbs. And of course, bow our heads this morning, everyone, giving thanks for today. We do practice in the name of God, our Creator, through the light and love of Jesus Christ, and by the power and the breath of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Just as you are, I'm going to be reading our scripture this morning. Again, the practice of creating hope. Psalm 130, verse 5. I wait for the Lord, my whole being waits, and in His word I put my hope. Psalm 130, verse 5. We're going to go ahead and reach our drishti once again to center. We're going to open our eyes and continue on as you inhale. Reach for the heavens. Reach, lengthen. Take your drishti. Look up if that's available. Extend. And then as you open, bring your drishti as you exhale back to center and go ahead and just open up into this cactus pose as you drop down. Inhale this next time. Reach. And again, if you can look up. And then exhale, open. Bring your drishti to center one more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hold. Take an inhale this next time and send it out into T-pose with your hands, your fingertips nice and wide. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah. Oh, something jammed. Okay. Go ahead and reach, extend. We're going to open up on your next inhale. Send those shoulder blades towards each other. And once again, if you want to look up, absolutely do. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bring yourself back to center. Dropping down on your next exhale with your left hand, reach up and over with your right arm. Now, this is where we begin to breathe into our right side body. Try to keep that right hip grounding into the earth. Stay connected. We're going to inhale, push ourselves back to a T-pose. Widen those fingertips, everybody, just nice and natural. Open up again, push those shoulder blades together, reach up with your eye gaze, and then exhale. Come back to center. Once again, widen the fingertips as you exhale. Go ahead and reach to the other side, right palm, grounding in, left hip, grounding in. Here we are. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're going to push back up into center. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, come back to center. Now we drop down with our left palm. We're going to come into this, just reaching up in this nice, beautiful line going all the way through. We're reaching with our right arm. And right here, we take our right hand and bring it over towards our left hand. Look down with your drishti if you can. Opening, if you could feel that in your upper back. Breathe into that. Inhale, we're going to reach up and come into that beautiful straight line, pushing the earth away with your left palm. As you inhale, let's come to center, and same thing on the other side. As you exhale, find, reach, lengthen through, and then as you exhale this next time, bring now your left hand towards your right hand. Just let that right hand go where it needs to. Left hand as well, just let it be. Maybe it might not even touch the floor, and that's okay. Make sure, though, your drishti is looking down to really feel that lengthening in your upper back. We take this in one more breath, and we reach back into that cross, and then T-pose as we open up. Let's go ahead and inhale, reach towards the heavens, palms forward, everybody, and just exhale. Wherever you're at, it doesn't matter where your legs are, just lean forward. We're going to inhale up, keeping your fingertips on your lap, on your mat. And then as you exhale, drop back down gently. Breathing now into your back body, your lower back. Take this in one more breath, inhaling at the bottom, exhale. Remember, belly button towards spine to lift and allow that core to support you. Let's go ahead and lift and lengthen here. We're going to take our left hand and come into a torso twist now in our middle body here, looking over our right shoulder. Just go ahead and inhale this and exhale. Hope, hope. As you exhale here, go ahead and bring your drishti to center. Inhale, reach. And lengthen every time you do with intention, and torso twist to the other side, everybody. Perhaps if you're in your chair, grab onto the side of the chair. Exhale, bring your drishti to center. Inhale, reach. Ooh, center back in. Let's go ahead and lean forward once again, seated forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Just breathe this through your body. And then exhale back down. Once again, we're going to hold here for a couple breaths. Breathing into your back body. Thanking your body for what it does every day. Once again, inhaling at the bottom, exhale. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. And exhale down. Now we're going to come into zigzag here, which means just those feet, those legs at bending the bottom of your left foot and the inner right thigh. Now it's again extending and reaching down with that left palm, reaching up and over with your right arm. If you want to come down even further onto your elbow, feel free to really grab that, but you don't have to. I'm just going to bend my elbow here. Inhale, push back up, take that right hand to that right leg, hold on and reach up with the left. Go ahead and come back to center, drop then that left one down, reach up and over with the right. And if you want to this time, extend up with the hips. Exhale, come back down. Of course, come to the other side. And reach down. Send the legs out. Inhale up. Exhale, seated forward fold. Inhale up halfway. And exhale back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, bring yourself back up. And we come to zigzag the other way. This is actually called zigzag. I don't know why, but all right, find your balance here. One side is different than the other. It's okay. Go ahead and set that right palm down. Reach up and over with now your left arm. Oh, and breathe. That side body. And once again, you can come onto your elbow if you want. Definitely deepens the lengthening in that side body. As you're ready, we're going to push up. Take that left hand, that leg, lift up your right arm. This is a very challenging position, generally speaking, in your body, just to be able to do this. So kudos to all of you. Exhale, let's go ahead and bring that right palm down. Once again, lift up. And then if you want, extend and then reach. And then exhale back down. And of course, exhale, bring it down, and the legs come out in front of us. Whew. Inhale, reach. Exhale, just come into a head to knee pose. You're just dropping over those legs. You want to bend the knees a little bit, rock side to side a little bit. Sometimes that helps with the legs. We haven't done a whole lot with them yet this morning. Go ahead and slowly come back to center. Inhale at the bottom. Bring yourself back up. Set your hands behind you. In one last one here, we reach up into open heart. If you want to extend up with your hips coming off the mat. Hold on if you're in your chair. Just reach up, open your heart. Take this in one more breath. And then exhale. Whew. Let go. Beautiful. All right, we're going to work on the legs a little bit, but we're going to come to all fours. So go ahead and cross and come over. Our legs out to the side. Either way, come into neutral pose here this morning, everyone. Go ahead, and when you're ready, check in with yourself. Go ahead and just understand that you're pushing the earth away. Your wrists on your palm, your wrists on your elbows on your shoulders. Here we are, knees about shoulder width apart. Right away, we're going to adjust our weight to our right leg and send out our left leg. Exhale, come back in, bring it down, but just touch your knee and then reach back out. If you're in your chair, same thing, just reach out and then come back down. Do this a few times. And then exhale, go ahead and come back to center, adjust your weight to the other side. Same thing, just push out and then come back down. Just touch your knee to the ground. If you're in your chair, perhaps you touch the bottom of your foot or your heel. And then slowly come back to center here as you are ready. We're going to lift out and reach out with our left leg and then send it to the side. Here we are. We're going to come back as you exhale onto your heel with the glutes. So just lean back and then come up and then come forward. So once again, just a few times forward and back. In your chair, same thing. Just send it out to the side and lean forward and back. Slowly come back to center, push and reach up with these arms extending up. Now, if you can, just hold here. Ground your foot that is out, the bottom of your foot into the ground. If that doesn't work, just leave it sideways. Exhale, go ahead and drop now with your left arm. Reach up and over with your right. As we inhale, we're going to come into this T-pose here and then drop down tick-tock. What do we come into here? Side plank. You decide how far you want to go over with your arm. If you want to lift that bottom foot now, don't have to. Yeah, try and try again. Absolutely. Your body, your practice. As you're ready here, we're going to tuck that leg in and drop down once again, sending your left hand towards your right hand. And as you're ready to exhale, come to neutral by sending the hands first and then pushing up. Here we are. Once again, check in. Come back to center, send the shoulders away from your ears. And when you're ready, we're going to send out that right leg. And then exhale when you're ready to the side. Nice, beautiful inhale here. And then exhale, send the glute towards your heel. Come back to neutral. Again, a few times, forward and back. And then slowly make your way back to neutral. Push the earth away and continue on lifting and lengthening up with the arms. Hold and breathe here. And ground the bottom foot in, or the side foot, I should say now. Lengthen, you should be feeling this in your hips and that leg that is out. As you're ready, let's exhale now that right arm. Just allow it to relax and lift up with that left, up and over. Hold here. In his word, I put my hope. And as you're ready, you come into that T-pose, lock it in, and then drop into that side plank. If you need to move that knee at all or that foot that is underneath you, absolutely do. Reach up to your level of wanting with your arm over your head. Lift up the bottom foot if you want. Lots of options. And everybody's breathing, right? Everybody's breathing. Right? Hard to do everything at once. I get it. All right, let's lift that arm up if it's over your head. Let's tuck that leg in and then extend it over. Drop down with your drishti. Exhale when you're ready, bring your hands back to your mat. Push back into neutral pose. If you're in your chair, just come back to center. For those of you on all fours, just go forward and back here gently, or perhaps you want to round your hips. If you're in your chair, let's come into some barrel rolls here. Ooh. Great work already this morning, everyone. Breathe into this. We now come slowly back into neutral pose and then reach into our first child's pose. We did it. We're here. Resting is important too. So find your breath. Allow your body to relax in this child's pose, extended child's pose. Make sure your head is resting on the mat, on stacked arms, stacked fists, whatever it is. And the practice of creating hope. Reading our devotion this morning. A beloved friend once gave me the simplest yet most meaningful advice. Stop watching the news for a few days. You've seen all you need to see and heard all you need to know for right now. Give yourself a break. Our scripture this week highlights an active, heartfelt longing for God's promised mercy, trusting fully in his promises despite circumstances. When the world around us seems troubled and discouraging, focusing on our mindfulness practices, prayer, and gratitude can cultivate inner calm despite the chaos. Without opening a spot to welcome hope in, it is too easy to let doubt and fear, anger and worry fill every crevice. In mindfulness practices, we set intentions with a positive focus or desired outcome, visualizing success, and then taking inspired action. We trust the process and let go of rigid expectations, creating a spiritual blueprint for manifestation. This practice of focused energy is often done by writing down intentions, meditating on them, and reinforcing them with gratitude and positive affirmations, thus allowing our hearts to open to the possibility of hope. Psalm 130, verse 5. I wait for the Lord, my whole being waits, and in his word I put my hope. All right, everyone, let's slowly meet back in neutral. Just push yourself back up. Check in. If you need to make some movement, absolutely do. Breathe here a couple times. Even an audible exhale again. Take your shoulders away from your ears, and as you're ready, we're going to come back to seated pose. Setting now our legs in front of us here. We're going to inhale, reach towards the heavens. Exhale, seated forward fold as you lean forward. Inhale up halfway and exhale back down. Inhaling at the bottom, bring yourself back up, bend at the knees, and right away we're going to come onto our backs this morning. So if you need to scoot forward a little bit, absolutely do. Bring your knees towards chest, rock side to side. And as you're ready, let go. Send those feet up towards the heaven, into legs up the wall. As you're ready to exhale, let's point your left foot and reach it. Keep it straight, but bring it all the way down. Let your heel touch. Flex that foot and then send it up towards the heavens. Now, same thing with your right. Point that toe and just let that right leg come down to your mat. Flex and then come back up. Same thing in your chair. Point, bring it up, flex, bring it down. Go ahead and do this a couple times each. Or 3, 4, whatever it is. And as you are ready, and even with both sides, go ahead and meet back into legs up the wall, and then just let your feet relax. Let your arms come down at your side or underneath, tuck them under. For those of you in your chair, reach out with the straight legs and ground your heels into the earth. Take this in one more breath. Exhale, bend at the knees and bring your feet down. Take your heels and send them as close as you can to your glutes. We're going to come into what is our bridge pose this morning and our focus pose. So arms at your side. Take an inhale at the bottom and exhale, peel your back up off your mat and lift those hips up. Setu Bandha Sarvagasana, or bridge pose. Keep going up and down in your breath. If you're in your chair, grab onto the side of your chair and reach up, arching your back. And then as you come down, come into neutral and then bring your chin towards chest. Bridge pose is a gentle yoga back bend where you lie on your back, bend your knees with feet flat, and lift your hips towards the ceiling to form a bridge. Strengthening the glutes, the hamstrings, and back while stretching the chest and hip flexors, promoting relaxation and improving posture. This pose opens the heart and creates a gentle lift and connection to foster hope. Now, if you want to begin to add in your arms, when you come down, lift your arms up and over your head. That's your choice. But when you come back down and you come into that full bridge, that you are having your arms support you. If you're in your chair, same thing. Come into this reaching, arching, holding onto the sides of your chair. And then when you come back to neutral, just lift those arms up. We'll go ahead and meet in bridge pose. Just take your time. Send your body into a full bridge pose, lifting those hips up. And here, if you can, tuck your shoulders underneath. Grab your hands underneath you. If you're in your chair, behind you. And breathe. Breathe into this. Inhaling hope. Exhaling hope. And as you're ready to let go, the arms come out from underneath you, slowly drop down. Reach into a full lengthening here, everybody. Exhale, go ahead and bring your arms down at your side and slowly bring yourself back up to seated pose once more. Once we are in seated pose here, take a breath. We're going to actually right away come to all fours. So again, cross and come over or bring yourself to neutral pose. However you want to get there. Woo, here we are. Let's go ahead and sway our hips side to side, maybe round or maybe a couple cat cows if you want. Let this be your choice in your chair. Same thing. Yes, maybe come into barrel roll. A couple seated cat cow. Ooh, offer breath and love into your body. Connect in mind, in body, and in spirit. And when you're ready, let's meet back in neutral. Shoulders away from the ears if you're on all fours, actually on your chair as well. Drop those shoulders down. When you're ready, curl the toes under our first down dog this morning. Ooh, find that. And go ahead and send your hands to your feet right away. We're going to transition into that standing mountain pose. We're going to inhale, bring our hands to our knees here. Keep those knees bent, align your back to the floor. And then one more, pushing up, standing mountain pose. Tadasana is where we end up, open heart, shoulder blades towards each other. If you want to continue up with your drishti, your eye gaze, looking towards the heavens, do that. Oh, in his word, I put my hope. Exhale, bring your drishti to the center. Whew. Inhale, reach. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, everybody. We're just going to center back in. Let that go, whatever it is. Inhale, up halfway. And exhale down. Now here, two more forward folds on your breath and your time. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Meet me in praise pose when you're finished. Send those shoulder blades in your back pocket. It's almost that natural opening. Arms are going to fall a little bit. But yet you're reaching, but let them fall. Lift your eye gaze to the heavens again, if available to you this morning. If not, it's okay. As you're ready, we're going to bring our drishti to center. Come down, hands at heart center if you would. Resting breath. Inhale and exhale. Send your right foot forward and your left foot back. There we go. Now you can see me. All right. We've done this before. It's been a while, so you just take this where you need to. It is all good. We're going to drop down on your exhale with your arms and send your arms up into our warrior two. Ooh, align, reach, breathe. We come into a twisted warrior two a few times, so we're just going to twist through that. Go to one side and then come to the other, but keep going just as far as you can. A few times. Meet me back in our warrior two. Take your time. Drop that back arm down. Reach up that arm in front. We come into a full lunge here by lifting that heel up off the back. Same thing in your chair. Excellent, everybody. Exhale, let's take those hands to your hips. We're going to now push that, push that back foot up and come into a warrior three. Woo! That's just lifting that foot up and out in the back. Keeping your hands at your hips for balance, or you can send your hands to your knees if you want. But then right here on our next inhale, we're going to come into tree pose. So we're going to bring that leg forward and set it on your inner calf. Lift up, or again, you can take your hands to your hips if you want. And now as you exhale, come down, hands at heart center. Turn to the side and bring that foot, that bent knee, to the side here and come into a goddess. Inhale up, straighten the legs. Exhale, wide stance, forward fold. Just go ahead and calm down gently. Bend the knees. Inhale up halfway, but I'm going to keep my fingertips on the ground. And then exhale back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, belly button towards spine. Reach up, connect at the top, hands at heart center as you come down at the same time. Look forward, turn that front foot forward. Back to where we began. Beautiful. Let's take our back foot and bring it forward here. Inhale, reach. God is good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale back down. Reverse swan dive here, everybody. Connect at the top, come down, hands at heart center. You should be at the front of your mat. Let's go ahead and send our right foot back now. Only one more side, I promise. You're all doing great. You are doing great. Let's go ahead and tell yourself that. I am doing great. Let's go ahead and drop down. Let's lift up into our warrior two. Man, we are so blessed here. Whew. Wow. Hold into this warrior two here. And as you are ready, come into that twisted warrior two, just as you want. However far you want to go. Breathing. And then slowly make your way back to our warrior two. Align, reach. Drop that back arm down. Whew. We come into a lunge now. I'm going to adjust my foot a little bit in back. A little too wide, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Exhale those hands to your hips. Stay here if you want. Or push and reach out and up into a warrior three. If you're in your chair, hands at your hips and send that leg out in front of you. Exhale, we'll come into our tree pose. Yay! Can't see me, I'm going to step back. Gentle, gentle. Be gentle to yourself. You need to drop that, hold that in balance, absolutely. If you want to come to it again with your hands on your hips, absolutely. Let's go ahead and come in, hands at heart center. Open up. We bring that back foot now to the side and come into a nice goddess here. Straighten the legs. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Wide stance. Inhale up halfway again, keeping your fingertips either on your feet, the mat, your knees, whatever it is, and then exhale back down. Inhaling at the bottom, we exhale, bring yourself back up. Continue on. Come down, hands at heart center. That toe points forward. That back foot comes up. Inhale up here, everybody. Forward fold one last time in this. Inhale up halfway. Exhale back down when you're ready. Reverse swan dive. Let's go ahead and reach up. Come down, hands at heart center here. But as we come down, let's go ahead and send your left hand on your right shoulder and opposite. Well, just give yourself a hug. You did it. Exhale down, bend at the knees, drop down gently. Keep holding onto your shoulders. If that's too much, go to your elbows. Again, inhaling at the bottom, exhale, bring yourself back up. A lot of core here. You got a lot of top body happening. Inhale, reach. Now, whatever was on the top, bring it to the bottom. With the arms, hug, and then continue on. One last hug here. Inhaling at the bottom, bring yourself back up. Whew. Let go, reach, and exhale, swan dive. Send your hands down to your mat, and let's come back to down dog, everybody. Great work this morning. Woo, down dog. As we come down, take this in one more breath. Drop your head if you would. Let's release that tension. Let's intentionally release that tension. Just drop, let go. Take a one more breath here and come down onto your knees. And here again, I'm going to have you create your own movement, whether you want spinal flexion extensions. If you want, just move your hips side to side, round your hips, come into a barrel roll. You can do that on all fours too. That's dropping down and lifting. Of course, when you go one way a few times, stop and go the other way. Yeah, whatever you want, whatever your body's asking, just listen, breathe, and be here for a few more moments. Slowly come back to center. If you would, meet me here. Check in, and as you're ready, we're going to again come onto seated pose. Legs out to the side or cross. Woo, center back in. Rock side to side. Center back in. Inhale, reach towards the heavens. Exhale. Head to knee pose once again. Hopefully you can breathe here. Extend just a little deeper as you exhale. If not, it's okay. All right, we're going to inhale at the bottom. Exhale, bring yourself back up once again. Bend the knees, come onto our backs. Again, I'm a little forward, so I'm going to scoot forward a little, or I'm a little back, I should say. Go ahead and once again, come down onto your back, knees into your chest, rock side to side. This time, if you want, bring your chin towards chest. For those of you in your chair, one at a time, just one leg at a time, lift, and then drop gently. We're going to let go once again and come into legs up the wall. We're going to point flex here and just roll each ankle. Again, sending lots of love. We are doing it. Taking care of us in mind, body, and spirit. Once again, you're going to go ahead and relax those feet. Come back into legs up the wall. Tuck your hands under your hips if you need to, want to. You don't need to. You can want to do that. Hands at your side, whatever it is. And we're just going to rest here. Want us to breathe here. Give our heart a little break. In his word, I put my hope. As you're ready, go ahead and bend at the knees one more time and set your feet down on the floor. Go ahead, come into some windshield wiper here. We're just gonna breathe through that, extend, bring our bent legs to one side, and then come back to center. If you're in your chair, one at a time, or whatever you want to do, it works. We haven't done a whole lot with the hips today. We're just going to come into a modified spinal twist this morning here. And as you're ready, let's go ahead and meet back into center. We're going to slowly lift our feet up off the ground if that is available to you today. If not, just leave them there. As you're ready, we're going to let go and just bring our legs to the left side. Just drop them bent legs to the left side. Take your left hand to your right knee if you want a deeper lengthening, but you don't have to. In this modified spinal twist, I want you to find comfort. For those of you in your chair, perhaps you just grab onto the side of your chair and look over your right shoulder. For those of you on your back, if you want a deeper lengthening there as well, you can take your eye gaze, your drishti, and look over your right arm. You don't have to. Again, I want you to find comfort and your breath in this. Slowing it down just a little bit here. Doing great work this morning. And as you're ready here, we're going to let go, come back to center, and then reach into full lengthening. Exhale into star pose. One of my favorites. Inhale, hope. Exhale, hope. On your next breath, go ahead and bring your arms down to your side and prepare for the other side in our modified spinal twist. So we bend at the knees, we send our heels towards the glute, we lift our feet on that inhale, and exhale, drop them to your right. Knees bent. Oh, let this be yours. Just relax your legs. Take your right hand to your left knee again for deeper lengthening. Well, these are just reminders, but absolutely not necessary. The only necessary is that you're breathing. Being, resting, listening. Not to me. All right, so now to let go of this, we come back into center once again. Full lengthening here, reach, be grateful. Open up into star pose. If you're not there already, I love it. I'm just going to breathe here for a time. Don't let those distractions come back in. Leave them alone. And then coming down with our arms, bringing our legs in, this preparing us for Shavasana. So go ahead and make this what you need to. Grab a bolster, a blanket, Drink of water. Find yourself becoming comfortable in whatever pose you are in. Might be here for a little extra time this morning, intentionally. Breathe and rest. Rest in your breath and rest in the presence of God. Now, here as we awaken, let's breathe a little deeper, wiggle our toes and fingers. But before we rise, let's go ahead and move on to our right or left side. If you're in your chair, just come back into that alignment, reaching the crown of your head towards the heavens, and then drop your chin down. Our spiritual focus quote today coming from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Let's go ahead and come back, reaching into seated pose one more time. Reaching in, hands at heart center. If you want to come into the Shakti Mudra, your choice. Bowing our heads, once again, giving thanks, hope. A prayer for hope. Heavenly Father, when we feel discouraged, renew our hope. Remind us that you are working even when we cannot see it. We choose hope today and always. Amen. Peace be with each of you. Namaste.